This channel is designed for adults viewing only, and certain videos will contain rated M for mature video games, featuring realistic violence, gore and suggestive themes. If you are not an adult, do not view the content on this channel.
Sit back and relax. It's time to take a wild trip to the past. Get ready for another exciting episode of Memory Lane.
So today we're going to be taking a look at a Nintendo Power from November of 1999, over 20 years ago. And right away, the cover is really weird. I don't know what the deal is with this. It looks like it was cut off at the factory right here. It's really strange. Right here on the top you have Slam Dunk Kobe Bryant. So if you guys see that right here, let's see if I can show you guys. We're definitely going to have some Kobe Bryant action inside this Nintendo Power. Let's see if we can zoom it out right here just a little bit. Alright, so expect to see some classic Kobe Bryant N64 action in Resident Evil 2, Earthworm Gym 2, Harvest Moon 64, and very, very heavily focused on Donkey Kong 64. And when you turn this page right here, I don't want to break it any more than what it is. This magazine's not in the greatest shape. There we go. We have various different Donkey Kong creatures. And that is where the rest of that Nintendo Power magazine is. It's right here. It's really weird. So I guess it's supposed to fold out like that. So I guess that kind of makes sense. And we have a Nintendo Power thing right here where you can sign up for Nintendo Power even though you already have it. So I guess you would give this to your friend. Okay, let's get to the good stuff here. We have a Magic the Gathering little advertisement right here. Alright, let's see if we can keep this open. What I'm going to use is a Game Shark to weigh the page down. And what's this say right here? It says win a VIP trip for 2 to Wrestlemania 2000. So Wrestlemania 2000, the WWE, WWF pay-per-view. Apparently, they were doing something with Magic the Gathering back then. Alright, we might have to keep this thing handy here. Well, maybe not. Let's see. There's all kinds of weird stuff going on. What is this? Godzilla. They're advertising some TV shows. Beast Machines and Godzilla. It says Fox Kids right here on the bottom. So they're actually advertising TV shows. And the big focus on this magazine is obviously Donkey Kong 64. Alright, so there we go. We got the Courtside 2 for the N64 featuring Kobe Bryant. So that's going to be another thing you guys are going to be seeing quite soon once we get the pages turned. And here we go. We got some crazy looking illustrations right here. Let's take a look at what we have this time. Let's get this light focus. Let's get it ready for some crazy stuff. What do we have up here? What is that? Looks like we have Lynx, Mario, and somebody else. There's an owl up here. Hey, what do we have here? I love looking at these illustrations. These are hand-drawn pictures sent in by fans of Nintendo Power. And over here we have something else. We have a Pikachu, and you know, back then Pokemon just started taking off quite a bit. It's back in the late 90s. Alright. Various different hand-drawn pictures. I wonder what Nintendo did with all those. Like, did they save them? Like, I always wondered. These are like hand-drawn postcards. I mean, look at this. It was mailed out exactly right, like that. See, it has Nintendo's address right there. Alright, let's go turn the page here. They have a random Rugrats illustration right here in the center. That's... I'm not going to read the whole thing, but that's kind of strange. Like, I think that's interesting. Alright, let's see what we have here. These are the player charts. These are apparently the top games right now. Ocarina of Time. Let's see if we can take a look at that real quick. GoldenEye, Super Smash Bros. Was already out at this time. That game. I remember when that game came out. I never really heard about it too much, and then when it came out, it blew up like quick. Like it was a big thing. And these are your top 20 games right here. You have WWF Warzone. Got a lot of good games here. Revenge. WCW Revenge outranked Warzone. So yeah, WCW was kicking WWE's ass back then. Alright, so let's see what else we have in here. We got a couple more illustrations. It's like a Pokemon card. You'll see some pretty cool stuff in here. And they still have a Game Boy ranking right here. Yeah, Pokemon, Pokemon Pinball, you know, all that stuff. Rayman 2 advertisement. And here we go, Donkey Kong 64. Let's place a bet on how many pages this thing takes up. So we have 2 pages here. My guess is going to be 6 pages. Alright, we got 4 pages so far. 6 pages. Oh my god. 8 pages. 9 pages. Yeah, that's it. 9 pages. Wow. Rainbow Six for the N64 and the... Wow, they actually have a PlayStation advertisement down here. That's interesting. I'm surprised they actually allowed that. And we have Rocket Robot on Wheels. And check this thing out. This kind of like resembles that the Uni Bicycle game on the Super Nintendo. That's what it kind of resembles. Now this game is getting a lot of coverage here. Look at this. 4 pages so far. 6 pages. Wow. It got just as much coverage as, almost as much as what Donkey Kong got. We got Harvest Moon 64. Let's see if I can pull this camera in just a little bit more so you guys can see it. If I had a way to mount this above head, like going straight down, I would do it, but this is the best I can do. This is actually not a bad game. Harvest Moon was really good on GameCube. Just gonna be careful on how I turn the pages here. So this came out in November of '99. You got Animal House. All kinds of Harvest Moon stuff going on here. And we got this game over here, Win Back. Not the most popular N64 game, but it's being advertised. Force Gemini. It's a pretty cool game. Just gotta be real careful how we turn these pages. And there's a lot of Jet Force Gemini stuff going on here. I think Jet Force Gemini is winning so far. I think that's probably the most I've seen. And what do we have here? What is this? What is this? No way. Look at that. That is amazing. That is gotta be a rare Kobe Bryant poster right there. I did not expect to see that. That is awesome. That is really, that right there was worth opening up this magazine. See, I bought a huge lot of Nintendo Powers. I did not look at all these magazines yet. This is awesome. Look at that. That is a great poster of Kobe Bryant advertising the NBA Courtside 2. I mean, just look at that. That is pretty amazing. I'm going to keep it inside the magazine, but yeah, that is... Did not expect to see that. See, you get little surprises like that, and unfortunately, yeah, Kobe Bryant passed away a couple of years ago. Well, actually, it was last year, I think. So this is a very, very awesome poster. And I'm going to keep it in pristine condition. I'm going to keep it just the way it is. And I honestly did not expect to see that. That is actually really, really awesome. So one of the greatest of all times right there. And here we go. We have, speaking of Kobe Bryant, here we go. We have a lot of crazy stuff going on here with the game Courtside 2. And there we have a picture. Let's see if we can zoom in here. And that poster is, I mean, look at this. This is pretty awesome. I mean, you don't see stuff like this every day. This game probably doesn't go for hardly anything if you find it like in a used retro game store. But these advertisements and these previews of the game are a lot more what I would consider a memory lane versus playing the actual game itself. Actually seeing Kobe Bryant in any form of classic gaming advertisement, it's a flashback to the past, to better times. And here we go, we have a lot of other little illustrations of the game, screenshots, and some pretty cool NBA pictures. Got all kinds of crazy stuff going on here. And the NBA was quite popular in the 90s. They had Michael Jordan. They have a lot of great basketball players back then. Earthworm Gym. Alright. It's Earthworm Gym 3D. And in a previous magazine, they called this Earthworm Gym 3. And we have Superman. They really are advertising that game, really. I mean, that game is a piece of crap. What exactly are they saying? It's like little tricks. I think the best trick you can do for that game is to actually just pull it out of your system. And we have a attitude. I'm not quite understanding what they want you to do. There's something to do with the wrestling belts. That's funny that earlier in the magazine, I think it said that Warzone was on the top 10 list. And apparently Attitude's already out during this time. But Warzone and WCW Revenge was still on the top 10 list. Blitz 2000, that's another really, really good game. NBA Jam 2000. That's some pretty crazy stuff here. Resident Evil 2. We got a destruction at the police station. This is Resident Evil 2 still. Still some Resident Evil 2 right here. And this magazine goes on for a while. Look at this Rayman advertisement right here. Got some Monopoly. And how many pages do you need to advertise Monopoly? I mean, what's going on here? What is this for? This is for the N64. It's gotta be. Alright, so we have a Best Buy advertisement. Look at this. It's pretty cool. Best Buy has always been pretty big on Nintendo products. Even today, if you go into a Best Buy, there's the Best Buy near me has a pretty big Nintendo Switch display, and they're selling a let's see, 10 brand new songs. This is a Pokemon music CD, and it's at Best Buy, and it includes a Poke Rap. I never heard of that before. I'll definitely have to check that out. And we have a Poke Center. I guess this gives you like... That was like Pokemon Snap. That's what that looks like. A whole lot of Pokemon stuff. Pokemon illustrations. Look at that. So the whole end of this magazine, or maybe the center of the magazine, is heavily focused on Pokemon. Like big time. You can tell that Pokemon were really, look at this. A Pokemon comic book in here. What is this? Right in the middle of the magazine. So this goes to show you like how huge Pokemon was. This magazine I thought was going to be heavily focused on Donkey Kong 64, but not the case. It was definitely really heavily focused on Pokemon towards the center. And we have a Sears advertisement. Alright, let's look at this. This is a classic advertisement right here. We're advertising various different consoles and handhelds. The N64 and the Game Boy Color. And we have a Sears logo right there on the bottom. That is really interesting. Alright, let's tighten that up right here. This is Pokemon Snap for $49.99. Hey, let's see what we got. More NBA games. Check that out. And they have the Dreamcast, the PlayStation logo right there. It's NBA on NBC. And once again, check out who's there. Alright. And these are various different, I don't know what these are, to be honest, like opinions on these games. We got Bomberman 64, Shadow Man, Road Rash 64 right there. Nice big advertisement for that. We got Armorines, Project Swarm. That is actually, I have that game. That game is interesting. Yeah, what do we have here? We have various different things here. Jet Force Gemini, Duke Nukem 0 Hour, the new Tetris. And these are challenges. Various different challenges that Nintendo Power issue in, see if you can do it. I don't know what this is right here, but they do have a picture of The Rock right there. I picture Kane. So even though the WCW game was more popular at this time, it seems like Nintendo was definitely heavily leaning towards WWF. They kind of favored The Rock and all those guys, Stone Cold. But the WCW games were definitely at the top of the charts. Alright, let's get this magazine. Tighten this camera up a little bit here. Yeah, right there's fine just the way it is. Okay, so probably want to move this over here a little bit so you guys can see it better. Now this looks like some sort of Nintendo Power sign up, so you can sign up for Nintendo. Get this to your friends so they can buy Nintendo Power also. We'll give you 12 issues for $19.99 or something like that. Earthworm Gym 3D, which I could have sworn we saw that already earlier. That's interesting. And I do remember doing a Memory Lane episode on this game. It wasn't bad. Destruction Derby 64. I don't know if I actually have that or not. I don't see it here. No, actually I do have this. I have this game. Army Man, Charges Heroes. That's actually not a bad game. I always find it interesting that they actually allowed the PlayStation advertisement. And here we go. This is hands down one of my favorite N64 games of all time. Battle Tanks Global Assault. Now we're talking. This game is awesome. This game is great. There's all kinds of crazy power-ups and all kinds of stuff. You can blow up buildings. You can do 4-player split screen on this and do capture the flag with your tanks. You can do all kinds of crazy stuff. It was probably one of the most underrated 4-player split screen games on the N64. There we go, we got the Ocarina. You can actually get a real one if you want. And they're actually advertising that. That's pretty cool. Got some Mario Golf for here. And you basically know how that goes. It's Mario Golf. Nuclear Strike 64. Vigilante 8 for the Game Boy. Got the classic Activision logo right there. Alright, let's zoom this out a little bit. Survival Kids. Never actually heard of that before. Has that RPG look to it. This has that classic, real classic Nintendo Power look to it, because it has like extended maps and all that stuff. Look at that. I feel like we're going back another 10 years before this magazine. Alright, so we have Donkey Kong 64 right there. And we have another Battle Tanks Global Assault advertisement. Very, very good game. Heavily underrated. Probably one of the best games on the N64. And we have some Game Boy stuff going on here. It's a crazy looking Game Boy clip art. I don't know what all this stuff is here. Look at this. This must be a Game Boy game. And we got Earthworm Gym on the looks like the Game Boy Color. Alright, let's turn this page right here. Here we got Ghost and Goblins. That's really strange because that's Pac-Man. I don't know why they put that there. And then we have this huge illustration of Godzilla. With various different games on the side. Let's see what games this kid's playing. The top one is the Godzilla game. The second one is Babe the Pig. I really thought he was playing that. Is Babe the Pig actually a good game? I can't speak on it. I never played it. Earthworm Gym game. Men in Black and the Gex. And over down here we got the actual color illustrations of these games right here. That's a strange advertisement, but you know, that was the 90s. You never know what you're going to see. Alright, let's leave that right there. Right, here we go. We got some scores. We got Rocket Robots on Wheels got an 8.4. Harvest Moon 64 got an 8.2. Resident Evil 2 somehow got only an 8.2 on the N64. Battle Tanks Global Assault only got a 7.6. Somebody messed up when it came to giving the rating to that game. That game is actually pretty awesome. They scored everything kind of on the low side. I don't agree with that. That game should be like a 8.5 and above. Earthworm Gym 3D 6.8. Yeah, that's kind of... I guess that's kind of accurate. And we got some Game Boy Color advertisements right here. This is a November magazine, so this definitely has a little bit of Christmas theme to it right there, as you saw. There we got a Pokemon and Burger King advertisement right here. That's pretty cool. We got some more Game Boy ratings right there. And we got the Donkey Kong and Dr. Pepper advertisement right there on the side. We got a Toy Story 2 Game Boy Color advertisement. And our Ready to Rumble boxing for the N64. Which obviously the Dreamcast version is the best. I'm pretty sure they made a pretty big deal that it's coming out on the N64. You got a lot of other various different things right here. That looks like it might be NBA Live 2000 or something like that. Now remember, in NBA Live 2000 you can play outside instead of an actual court. Like a fenced court, which is pretty cool. Like one-on-one. And there we go, we got the Wrestlemania 2000 advertisement. Now this game right here basically replaced Revenge, which kind of sucks for WCW because Revenge was really, really good. But yeah, things kind of shifted at that point. Alright, we have the WrestleMania 2000 right there, coming in the next issue of December 1999. So next month issue, I probably have it somewhere over there. They're going to be heavily focused on WrestleMania 2000. And I'm pretty sure back then wrestling was huge. That was probably a really, really huge thing. tons of people waiting to see that. And then we have an Oddworld advertisement right here for the Game Boy Color. And we have a Force Gemini, and of course we have a nice... And then we have a Force Gemini, and of course we have a nice classic Funkoland advertisement right there for Donkey Kong 64. And on the back, we have a Ready to Rumble boxing advertised. Now this is available on the Dreamcast, PS1, and it lists everything down here, so that's probably not the greatest thing in the world to be doing for a Nintendo magazine, because as soon as someone catches wind of how much better the Dreamcast version is, you're not going to buy an N64 anymore. You're buying a Dreamcast. And here we go. We got the Donkey Kong November 1999 special Kobe Bryant edition Nintendo Power. Excuse me for stuttering. The Kobe Bryant portion of it, I think, was the best. I think that poster was pretty awesome. The rest of the magazine was pretty standard for back then, but that poster is definitely like the memory lane moment of this magazine. This magazine is pretty awesome because of that poster. So if you enjoyed this episode of Memory Lane and you want to see more classic gaming magazines, don't forget to comment down below and let me know what you think.